Hey everyone, thank you for joining me today. Last week I did a video where I decluttered my entire makeup collection. This is what's left, so today I'm going to be decluttering the rest of it. This is part 2 to my first declutter video, and if you haven't seen it, I'll link it below. Go ahead and check that out. Starting with brow products, this is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I love Anastasia eyebrow products. So I'm going to be keeping this. I use it all the time. And then I have 2 of the Dip Brow Pomades. One of these is dried out, which is this one. So I'm going to be keeping this one. I have another Anastasia brow product, but it's been used up, so it's getting decluttered. I have this brow wig by Too Faced. This is a brow gel and it looks like it is to help fill in your eyebrows. My eyebrows are pretty thick, so I don't need anything like this. I'm going to be decluttering it. I have this product by ColourPop. It is Brow Boss. I never use this. I always use my Anastasia product, so I'm decluttering it. I have some eyeliners. This one is pretty dirty. This is a product that I got in a makeup subscription box. Don't really care for this eyeliner, so I'm decluttering it. I have this Ico one. I actually really like this one, but it's dried out, so I'm decluttering it. Same thing with this Stila one. I really like the Stila brand for eyeliners, but this one is used up, so I'm decluttering it. This is the roller liner by Benefit. It's a little bit dirty, but I really like this one. This was recommended to me from someone at Ulta, and I really like it. So I'm keeping it. I have this NYX one that's not even been taken out of the packaging, but it's just like a regular like crayon liner, and I only use the felt tip one, so I'm decluttering it. This one is so old, all the packaging is off of it. I don't even know what brand this is anymore, but it's definitely time to declutter. And then I have this NYX one, the Super Skinny Eye Marker. It's okay, but it's going to be decluttered. Moving on to mascara. This is the CoverGirl Lash Blast. I'm keeping this. I love this mascara. I've been using it for years and I really like it. I have 2 Man-Eater mascaras by Tarte. I really like this mascara, but both of these have been used up, so these are getting decluttered. I have this Dior Lash Primer. This is really good. It is a little bit pricey, but I really like it. This needs to be decluttered though because I've used it all. I have this Fenty Beauty one. I got this in a FabFitFun box recently. I've really not got a chance to use it. I've used it one time, but I haven't used it enough to know if I like it, so I'm going to keep it. This one is by Hourglass. It's okay, but it's not my favorite, so I'm going to declutter it. I have a couple of the Roller Lash mascaras. This one's been used up, but this one I'm going to keep. I really like this mascara for separating lashes, and I also like to get the smaller ones because they're really good for the bottom lashes. Also have a backup that I got as a gift or in a makeup subscription box. I can't remember which one. I have this Milk Makeup one. I got this in the set that I got the Milk Makeup cream blush that I showed you in my last video. This one I've not really used yet, so I'm going to keep it for now. This one is by Ilia or Ilia. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, but I got this in a makeup subscription box. I don't like it. It's getting decluttered. This NYX mascara I have never even used. It's still in the packaging, so I'm going to keep it for now. Then we have this Big Ego mascara from Tarte. I definitely don't like it as much as I like the Man-Eater, so I'm decluttering it. Next is lip products. This is going to be a lot harder because I have several of these that I really like. I have 4 of these NYX Lingerie XXL lipsticks. These are okay, but there's really only one that I use. This one is just too dark. This one I never really wear, and then this one I don't really wear either. This is the one that I wear all the time, so I'm going to be keeping it and decluttering the rest. This is Lolita by Kat Von D. I really like this lipstick, so I'm keeping it. This lipstick I hate. It looks like a really pretty color in the tube, and even whenever you swatch it, it looks really pretty. Whenever I first put it on my lips, I really like it, but then after a while it dries, and it dries to a really dark color, so I'm decluttering it because I just don't like that. This one is by Gerard Cosmetics. I like this one, so I'm keeping it. This lipstick is by Anastasia. I got this from Influencer. It's okay, but I just don't like the brown color. It's a very, like, neutral color, and I just don't like how it looks on me. This is another Kat Von D lipstick in the shade Mother. I don't like this one as well, so I'm decluttering it. I have this lipstick by Kylie. It's in the shade 20. I really like it, so I'm keeping it. I have this lip gloss that I got in a makeup subscription box. I don't really use this, so it's getting decluttered. I've had this one for a long time. I never use it. It's by Physicians Formula, so I'm decluttering it. I have a few liners here. None of these I ever use. This one is by Pop Beauty, by Milani, and NYX. I just don't like these colors, so I'm decluttering all three of these. This is an Anastasia lip pencil. I don't usually like the pencil lip liners. And this one is also pretty dark. I got this in the same set from Influencer that came with the lipstick. So I'm going to declutter it. I also have the liner to the Kylie liquid lipstick, so I'm keeping it. This one is by Ofra. It's a little dark for me, so I'm decluttering it. I have the Smashbox one. It's a really pretty red color. It's the only red I have right now, so I'm keeping it. And then I have this lipstick by the brand Complex Culture. I've never heard of it, but I got this in a makeup subscription box. I'm going to keep this one. These are my eyeshadow palettes. This is probably going to be the hardest one for me. I'm not sure why, but I just really love eyeshadow palettes, and it's really hard for me to get rid of them. This is the Huda Beauty New palette. I love the shades in this. It has these really pretty, like, pinky mauve tones. So I'm keeping this one. Next, we have the Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette. I'm going to keep this for now to see if I can save it. I'm not going to open it because my daughter got into this and a lot of the shadows are broken, sadly. But if it's not savable, I will declutter it. But I love this palette, so I'm hoping I can at least save some of the shades. Two Lorac regular Pro palettes. The packaging is really dirty on these. That's the only thing I hate about these palettes, is the packaging is not great. This one is the Pro 2 palette. This is another one that Aubrey got into. As you can tell, it's pretty messy and needs to be cleaned. But this one I never really use anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and declutter it. This one, she also got into. It's not quite as bad. This one has a lot of, like, neutral tones, so I'm going to keep it. I have this one by Makeup Geek. I've had it a while, but I really like it, so I'm going to keep it for now. This Golden Hour palette by Beauty For Real. This is something else that I've gotten from a makeup subscription box. These colors are really pretty, but they're just not colors that I use. I don't see myself using this, so I'm going to declutter it. I have 3 of these Clinique palettes. These all came in a set together. They have a blush and a couple of shadows in them. I never really use these. I don't know if it's just because they only have a couple of shades, so I usually just gravitate toward the bigger palettes, but, like, I just never use these. The purples are really pretty, but I don't use purple very often. So I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter all of these. Naked Urban Decay Foxy palette. I got this from Influencer. These shades are pretty, but again, it's just not shades that I really use. I use the middle shade Sly a little bit. It's a good like neutral brown, and then the shade Foxy is a good like highlight color, but the other shades I never really use, so I think I'm going to let go of this one. I have this Natasha Denona palette. Some of the shades are broken, as you can see, and this really doesn't get used that much. The eyeshadows are okay, but honestly, I was expecting a lot more from the shadows from the price, and it just didn't really impress me. I'm decluttering this one. I have this e.l.f. palette that I randomly picked up at the drugstore. It's okay, but the quality is just not very good on this one, so it's getting decluttered. This is a little quad that I got in a makeup subscription box. It's okay, but I never reach for this. It's getting decluttered. I have the Modern Renaissance palette. I hate that all of my palettes are so messy, but like my daughter likes to play in my makeup and she's pretty messy with it. So I really like these colors though. I use this palette quite a bit. I'm keeping it. This is the Aphrodite palette by Bad Habit. And there's several shadows I've broken in here. I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. And last, I just have this like Z palette that has some random shades in it. Some of these are by Makeup Geek, some are MAC. I really like this blush, that's MAC Melba. This other blush, I'm not really sure what it is, but I don't ever use it. I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter this because, so you can see some of the shadows are broken. Others just don't really get used, so there's no use to hanging on to it. This is everything that I decluttered, and this is everything that I'm keeping. I'm really proud of myself. I think I did a great job decluttering and really just keeping the things that I love. I'm going to continue on this decluttering journey and just declutter and organize everything that I have. I hope you all will join me and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.